Hey, it's been a while. Um, I've been getting used to being on my own, and I've become quite comfortable with it. Probably too comfortable. Someone pointed out to me yesterday that I was hiding, and that's probably accurate. So I'll definitely have to work on that. Um, as far as the food goes, I did kind of stray off the path for a while there. There's been a lot of emotional things going on with me, of course. And the first thing you want to do is eat that comfort food. And the other thing with me is, I always say I want to drink. So um, I've done some of that lately, and I've put back on a few pounds, about 6 or 7 pounds probably. So, but I need to get away from that, and because that's not the right way to deal with your problems and your emotions. You have to face everything. Um, without turning to food and alcohol and things, whatever your vice might be. Um, so yes, yesterday and today, I've done really good. I haven't had any sad foods at all. I've done all my raw vegan. Um, so I'm doing better with that. Haven't been sleeping really well lately. Um, Not sure what exactly that is. I'm still trying to look into that. And of course today, after I've gotten myself back on track with my eating, and I'm feeling pretty good, I get a call from the ex. So yeah, that wasn't fun. So I've not had a really good day. I went to Raleigh this morning and with a friend of mine, and that was fun. But came back home and had the call from the ex, and I guess I could have not answered the phone, but I don't know. See what he had to say. He wants to talk, so. And he made me feel so guilty, like, which is what he always does. And I got to realizing that he only makes me feel guilty because I let him. Um, and so that's something that I've needed to work on. And I was thinking about it today, and he was talking to me, and he was making me so mad. And I just, he says he keeps saying he doesn't understand what went wrong, and it doesn't matter how many times I tell him. And he wants examples, and so I give him an example, and so he's like, well, okay, so that's the reason you left, and I'm like, well, it's not just that, and he's like, well, give me another example, and I give him another example, and he's like, okay, so you left me for those two reasons, and I'm like, well, it's not just that, and he's like, well, give me some more, and I'm like, well, how many do you want me to give you? It's endless, and and it doesn't matter how many times I tell him or how what I try to do, he doesn't understand, and I don't want to hurt him. It was never my intention to hurt him. Of course, I realize he's hurt, but he doesn't understand, and that's always been such a problem for me because I want him to understand, and I want him to get over it. And that sounds bad, but I sitting there talking to him, I realized that it's not my problem. The fact that he doesn't understand and can't deal with it is not my problem. And I think that's been my problem all along, is I'm so worried about other people and the things that they can't deal with, that it's making me hard for me to deal with my own stuff. Um, and so that's the thing I've been thinking about today is, I've got to realize that it's not my problem if somebody else has a problem. Um, with friends and all, you try to help them and you want to make them feel better, but ultimately it's their decision. Ultimately, it's them who they have to deal with it themselves, and by trying to feel like I gotta fix them, I can't deal with my own stuff, and it's keeping me from growing. Worrying about him or anybody else for that matter, not just him, but so that's something that I'm thinking about today. And of course when we got off the phone, all I wanted to do was eat something sugary, give me a bag of chips, let me go get some wine, something, and I said no, no, I'm not going to do that. I got to deal with it, and so instead I thought, you know what, I'm just going to make a video. So, that's what I'm doing, making a video, and just yeah, I can't worry about other people not being able to deal with their problems. It's not my problem, and if it sounds harsh, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. That's keeping me from my growth and from me being where I want to be. I'm sorry that he's hurt, and I'm sorry that he doesn't understand, but that's not my problem. So I'm going to think on that for a while. Right. I'll talk to y'all later.